Hi, I'm Mrs. Ilowiecki, here tonight with another edition of Tuck In Tonight, brought to you by the Library Services at St. Mary St. Alphonsus Regional Catholic School, where learning is joyful. Tonight's book is No Such Thing by Jackie French Koller, illustrated by Betsy Lewin. Howard loved the old house he and his family had just moved into. He loved all the neat little nooks and crannies and the large windows that nearly touched the floor. He couldn't wait to explore all the funny little closets and cupboards. He even liked his big old-fashioned bed until it got dark. "I think there's a monster under my bed," Howard told his mommy when she came in to kiss him goodnight. And Howard's mommy laughed. "This old house is playing tricks with your imagination," she said. "You know there's no such thing as monsters. Now be a good boy and go to sleep." Monster's mommy came in to kiss him goodnight. "I think there's a boy on top of my bed," Monster told her. And Monster's mommy sniggled. "Oh, Monster," she said, "you know there's no such thing as boys. Go to sleep now." Howard heard a snurkle. "Mommy," he cried, "come quick." "What is it, Howard?" his mommy asked. "There is a monster," said Howard. "I heard him snurkling under my bed." And Howard's mommy laughed again. "You've been watching too many scary movies, Howard," she said. "I told you, monsters are only make-believe." Monster heard a sneeze. "Mommy, come quick," he called. "What is it, Monster?" his mommy asked. "There is a boy," said Monster. "I heard him sneezing on top of my bed." And Monster's mommy sniggled again. "You've been reading too many comic books, Monster," she said. "I told you, boys are only pretend." Howard peeked over the edge of his bed. "Mommy, come quick," he cried. "I can see his tail." And Howard's mommy rushed into his room. She picked Howard's jump rope off the floor. "Howard," she said, "I'm losing patience. Tail, indeed." And Monster peeked out from under the bed. "Mommy, come quick," he called. "I can see his fingers." And Monster's mommy came in. She didn't see anything. "I'm sure it was just your pet tarantula," she told Monster. "Now, go to sleep." Howard decided to take one more look. Monster decided to take one more look. Ah! Howard ran to get his mommy. "He's there! He's there!" he cried. "I saw him looking up at me." And Monster went running to get his mommy. "He's there! He's there!" he shouted. "I saw him looking down at me." Monster's mommy took him back to his room, and she lifted him up to see the top of the bed. "There," she said. "Now, are you satisfied?" Howard's mommy took him back to his room. She knelt on the floor with him to look under the bed. "There," she said. "Are you satisfied now?" And Howard's mommy tucked him in once more. "Now this is it, Howard," she said. "If I have to come in here again, you're going to be punished. Now, good night." Monster's mommy tucked him in once more. "I've had it, Monster," she said. "If I have to come in here again, you're going to be twaddled. Now go to sleep." And Howard put his face in his pillow and started to cry. And he cried and cried. Monster pulled his spider web over his face and started to whimple. He wimpled and wimpled. Between sobs, Howard heard a strange sound. It sounded sad. Between whimples, Monster heard a strange sound. It sounded scared. Howard peeked over the edge of the bed. A very sad face looked up at him. And Monster peeked out from under the bed. A very scared face looked down on him. "Were you crying?" Monster asked. "Yes," said Howard. "Were you whimpling?" "Yes," said Monster. "Why?" asked Howard. "Because I'm scared of you," said Monster. "Boys eat little monsters." "Eat little monsters?" Howard tumbled back on his bed and laughed, and he laughed and laughed. "Where did you get a silly idea like that?" he asked. "Boys don't eat monsters." "They don't?" asked Monster. "Of course not," said Howard. Then he stopped laughing. But monsters eat boys. Are you going to eat me? And Monster started to sniggle. He sniggled so hard he rolled back on the floor and kicked his feet in the air. Monsters eat boys, he cried. That's the funniest thing I ever heard. Where did you get such a crazy idea? Did your mommy tell you that? No, said Howard. My mommy says there's no such thing as monsters. And Monster stopped laughing. Really? He said. My mommy says there's no such thing as boys. She never believes me when I hear boy noises at night. I know, said Howard. Mine never believes me either. Well, Howard and Monster sat slowly, shaking their heads, when suddenly Howard started to smile. Come here, he said, and he leaned close and whispered in Monster's ear. Monster sniggled and nodded, and Monster crawled on top of the bed, and Howard crawled under the bed. Oh, Mommy, they both called together, Mommy, come quick. The end. Good night. God bless you.